Welcome back, everybody. I hope everyone's having a wonderful weekend. I am back at it after a week off. Pleasantly surprised to see that the White Sox are inching closer towards first place, not because they're playing really, really well, but they are playing better, but because the division is just terrible. But it's been great to see that they're back in the hunt. Also, was really excited to see the end of the European football season yesterday with the conclusion of the Champions League. Congratulations to Manchester City for winning the treble. That's no small accomplishment for those of you who follow soccer. That's one of the biggest things you can do in European football, and they were able to accomplish it yesterday. Pretty excited to kind of see what happens in the off season there as they get ready to be able to kick off again in August. I'm actually excited to go see Chelsea in August. They're going to be here in Chicago playing an exhibition game. But anyway, so I am back. I noticed, I'm going to announce something at the end here. It's a little bit of a tease in the title of the video. But I did notice that I'm nearing 200 subscribers, so I wanted to be able to kind of talk a little bit about that and announce something here shortly. But first I wanted to go over some mail day. A few things came in while I was gone. First one I wanted to kind of show, this is actually a Wilbur Wood autograph from 2001 Topps. This is the autograph issue that was within the anniversary release. I think they're pretty cool, just kind of seeing the backdrop of a baseball and the image superimposed on it. So Wilbur Wood image probably from the late 70s, given the uniform that they're wearing. Wilbur Wood was originally drafted by the Red Sox, became a White Sox in the late 60s, and went on to have some really good seasons while he was with the White Sox in the 70s. And he's on a few league leader cards. If you kind of look those up in the 1970 Topps sets, you'll see his image on there a few times. And this is an autograph that he did, and I got it at a pretty affordable price. I'm pretty happy with it. I've been wanting to pick up a Wilbur Wood autograph for a little while, but I didn't want to pay a lot for it, so I'm pretty happy to be able to add Wilbur to the collection. Here's what the back looks like. They have a little bit of a bio on him, and they talk about him being a pretty good player in the 70s. He's part of the long history of good knuckleball pitchers in the White Sox organizations. This one is also kind of highlighting specifically his 1972 season, where he was 24-17. With a 2.51 ERA, and he pitched a league best 377 innings, which is crazy because you have a hard time even looking at a starting staff that has two pitchers sometimes that can reach that total combined. In the following season, he also won 24 games again. He's 24-20. I think he won 24 games, 20 games with them a few times, not just the 2 times there. If I remember correctly, I think he might have done it like 4 times in his career, if I'm not mistaken. So happy to pick up the Wilbur Wood autograph there. That was one of the first things that came in. And I also picked up some more Topps Gold cards as I'm slowly knocking that project out of one of the 5 projects I have going on. This is getting near and near the completion of it. Picked up the Golden Moments of Lou Brock. This one I had a hard time finding for a little while because the cards just aren't really for sale very often. People just don't think to put these for sale if they're deep in their collection, not knowing that there might be a demand for it, and the demand that's out there is pretty niche, you could say. So it's like me and maybe a few other people, like maybe a Cardinal collector would want to get this, or a Lou Brock collector might get this, and probably like the few other people that work on the 2001 Topps Gold Parallels. This is commemorating him becoming the all-time stolen base leader, which was broken a few years later by Rickey Henderson. So Rickey Henderson also has a card in this set indicating just that. I'm sorry, he had held the record for a while before Rickey Henderson did it in the early 90s. So got the Lou Brock there, down to just one Hall of Famer, one current Hall of Famer had a base card in the set and not one of these commemorative cards. After I got this Fred McGriff, I just needed Chipper Jones. I forgot I needed Fred McGriff, and I was able to see one go for sale for a little while. Always looked weird for me in a Tampa Bay Ray uniform, but he actually was an all-star with them for one of the seasons he played there before coming over to the Cubs, I believe, and I think he played for maybe one other team before he actually hung it up for good. Here's the back of his card there. This is in Series 1. It's a gold release as well. Also excited to be able to add this one in my collection here. I'll show it to you in a second. It is Ken Griffey Jr. This is actually in a PSA holder. I already had the card in raw condition, but I noticed there was a PSA 8 for sale, and I'd never seen like a PSA 8 for sale in like the few years I've been trying to put this collection together. So I went ahead and like chased after this card. There was also a PSA 9 for sale, but then I saw that that one went kind of crazy. And it sold way above what I expected. There was also another PSA 8 that went for sale in like a week later. So there's like 3 in a week's time. So I ended up just doing a best offer on this card and was able to get it at a price I was actually comfortable picking it up for. Griffey is one of the more expensive ones in the set if you don't consider the Hall of Fame or future Hall of Fame rookie cards in the set. So Griffey was a nice one to pick up. This one, obviously, I can show it to you a little closer. Probably the issue with this card in particular is the centering. It's a little bit off center, as you can kind of see from left to right on there. And on the back, it looks pretty good. I don't notice any chipping in the corners, but it's also off center a little bit too on there. And this one's numbered 1746 out of 2001. So I'll put Griffey back here in the background. Happy to be able to kind of pick him up. I do like the way it kind of shines on camera there. And I also wanted to kind of now move on to another item I picked up. And this one is going to preface this a little bit, kind of talking about the set from which it came. So in 2001, it was also it was first year of Topps Heritage. But they also released the first year of Bowman Heritage, which had a shorter print run, or sort of run, I should say, before they resurrected it years later. Obviously, there was fewer Bowman releases to be able to do a Heritage set on because they took the original releases as opposed to more of the recent releases when they did it. So they started with 1948. And if you've never seen a card from that set before, it's the the Bowman Heritage from 2001. This is what it looks like. This is the Albert Pujols rookie card. Oddly enough, the rookies are all SPs, and I think they were maybe like 1 in every 2 packs or something like that. So the base rookie card for Albert Pujols and the base rookie card for Ichiro is a little less printed than obviously the flagship set. So if you ever want to get one that's a little more scarce to be able to pick up, but actually at an affordable cost because not a lot of people chasing after these cards, you can do that with the Heritage release for Bowman. And then here, that in Top Archives, the Signature Series, you can see that they re-released or had buybacks and they had signed cards of those. So this is what a Magglio Ordonez signature card looks like. They had from, I think this is 2020, I think, when I picked this one up. So this is what like kind of the base cards look like. So I actually picked up an autograph that was released originally with the set in 2001 of a Hall of Famer. And I thought that it was going to be this size card, but actually when I got it, it was this size, the original size of the card. So you can see there's a big difference in size if you kind of look at them side by side. This is more of a modern size card, but in the original cards, they were much smaller, as we've kind of detailed on the channel before. And there's no coincidence that I picked here Bob Feller in particular, because that is the autograph release I picked up. So this is his reissued card from 2001 in the Bowman Heritage set, and it has autograph on there, and obviously it's a certified autograph issue, as they indicated above here. It has a little image on back to certify it here if you ever wanted to kind of look it up. The write-up on the back is exactly the same write-up from his original release, minus obviously the stamp on there to kind of say that it was a more modern release as opposed from its original release in 1948. So I think they look kind of cool side by side. You know, I have them both in my collection now, an original, and then I have obviously the Heritage release with the autograph. There are 2 other Hall of Famers that they featured in here. That one was not Stan Musial, oddly enough. I don't know if he was alive, obviously, but they didn't get him to sign for this product. But there's also Warren Spahn and Yogi Berra, who also have rookies in 1948 Bowman. So it'd be kind of cool to be able, at some point, as I put that set together, maybe also to chase after their autographs as well. So that's the really cool autograph that I picked up here. I'll move Magglio in the background here, and I'll just move this one up to kind of just add it here. If I put this backwards, I do that from time to time when I put that together. But we'll have Bob side by side with Bob in here, so on the camera. Move them back so we can kind of add them in there. I should probably just move Magglio off in the background so we can have these guys together side by side, because I think it looks pretty cool. We do this so it kind of stands out a little bit more in the center, and we'll put Bob on the side. All right, so as I mentioned, I'm at 196 subscribers. And I thank you for those waiting till the end of the video to kind of hear the announcement. I actually have one more thing I picked up. It is a pretty cool item. It was a chase card for me in a project I'm working on, but I don't want to show it yet. I want to show it once I reach 200 subscribers. So what I'm also going to do when I reach 200 subscribers, in addition to showing this card, showing the card that's in this eBay authenticity guaranteed holder, is announce a contest or a giveaway. So I want to do a contest and have like people submit video responses, and then just kind of do a raffle to see who's going to be able to win the items that are going to be featured. So once I reach 200 subscribers, I was going to be able to show this item, but also announce the contest itself and the details on how to be able to win it. So this is a little bit of a tease leading into that video, but I'm at 196 people, so I'm anticipating I might be able to do this video as early as this week. So I need your help out there. So please, obviously like the videos, but subscribe more importantly so we can get up to 200. I can announce the contest, and hopefully we can have some fun looking at some video responses. All right, that is what I have for you guys today. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I hope to be able to put out a video very soon. All right, bye.